what's happening. So, I just felt like playing cards. Hope you're doing well. Let's check the energy with this itty bitty baby. Hopefully it doesn't catch the house on fire as small as it is, because it would definitely burn me up, wouldn't it? I don't see much going on in the energy though. Good. We got a little something here. Just a little. Help me, Spirit. Help me, Archangel Michael. Help me. Let's play some cards, shall we? How do y'all want to play cards tonight? Somebody plays piano. Let's find out what's going on with Divine Masculine, shall we? At bedtime. What's he doing? What's Divine Masculine doing at bedtime tonight, Spirit? Let's look, shall we? Can we read these all? No. Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. Show me what Divine Masculine's thinking. I cannot make this up, y'all. I cannot make this up. Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine has a whole lot on his mind, look. Trials and tribulations came out for sure, though. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? Can you show me what Divine Masculine is thinking? Alright. Divine Masculine is soul searching about an investment he wants to make. And Divine Masculine is soul searching about his money. He is dreaming about how he's going to do something new. Let's see. Alright. This man, or masculine, take it as it resonates, he might have a company. Some of them work in landscaping. Some of them do finance, construction. I hate to say this, but some of them might be in the weed business. He is thinking about how he wants to start some kind of new enterprise. This man right here is thinking about making money. There's nothing else on his mind. He is in the depths of his soul thinking about his money, okay? Okay. What's Divine Feminine over here thinking about? Divine Feminine is thinking about Divine Masculine and how bad she wants him to take action. Or vice versa. Alright, clarify this action. This is like the player card, so for some of us, we're thinking Divine Masculine is a player. And that there was a missed opportunity. Somehow there was a missed opportunity. Okay, so why does Divine Feminine think there was a missed opportunity? Ooh, the devil came out, y'all. Divine Feminine thinks that there was a missed opportunity because of devil energy. And that could be anything. Oh, my finger's itching. Okay. Somebody has candles lit, a red candle lit. Somebody rides a motorcycle. Somebody surfs. Somebody likes to surf. Somebody rides their motorcycle in the full moon, like for hours and hours. Wears the leather jacket. Probably got a Harley. Okay. Somebody's got shells that they have inside of a jar. Maybe in your bathroom floor. Somebody needs to cut their grass. They have dandelions growing. Somebody lives somewhere where it's still cold. It might still be snowing where you live. You might be fixing to go on a, you might be fixing to go hiking. Somebody's fixing to go hiking. Somebody lives in a big metropolis city. Okay, so talk to me about obsession. Is he obsessed? She thinks he's obsessing on this money or this idea he has. I hate to say it, but he might be selling weed. Alright, clarify this business opportunity that Divine Masculine's working on. Ooh. Divine Masculine, your business opportunity, your new idea for money involves mind games and control. So you must be the boss. You got to be the boss. Clarify the mind games and control for this business opportunity. Yeah, you wear a suit and tie to work, some of you. Alright, the wheel came out. You've been planning. So you had a lucky break and you're planning some stuff. And you have a lot of happiness, but you can't make a decision about this relationship for some reason. How can you have 10 cups and not be able to make a decision? Spirit, talk to my heart. Somebody's in college, or you might be a college professor. You might be sleeping with your college professor. Why can't they make a decision if they love this person so much? You have unconditional love, but you can't make a decision. The Ace of Wands. Okay, clarify the Ace of Wands, because it looks like somebody might have had an affair. Clarified by some kind of idea. Idea about what? Oh. Being alone, isolated and alone, which is what I see here. You're soul searching. It's like you have so many mixed feelings about this relationship you have to work through, Divine Masculine. Alright, clarify what Divine Feminine's thinking about this devil over here. Oh, wait a minute now. Okay. She thinks you're hiding your feelings. And that you're too focused on work or whatever this is. And that you have somebody new. Does Divine Masculine have somebody new? Does Divine Masculine have somebody new? No, he's just worried about his money. What happened here? Something ended. Can you clarify what this ending was, this painful ending? Oh, okay. So somebody slept with somebody else and got caught. That Divine Masculine, did you have somebody else and get caught? Because this is the Ace of Cups over here. Clarify this Ace of Cups, please. Divine Feminine, who has somebody new, Spirit? Can you show me? Who has this Ace of Cups? Because I keep seeing this Ace of Cups. That means somebody's trying to find somebody new. Can you clarify this Ace of Cups? Dang. I mean, you can't get it. The Ace of Cups is clarified by the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So this is air and fire. You both have somebody new. I said clarify who has somebody new. You both have somebody new. Oh, Lord. So what's going to happen with this relationship? What's the likely outcome of this twin flame right here? This air and fire. Whoa. It came out like this, y'all. I can't even lie. A new beginning, a fool, being defensive. And then deception came out over here. To me, this right here is somebody fighting their feelings and deceiving themselves. When this comes out with the Fool card or with something like that, there's nobody else here but you. So how can you be fighting somebody else? But let's clarify that. Let's clarify that. Is this them fighting their own feeling spirit? Whose feelings is this? Page of Wands. Yours. Clarify who they're deceiving, spirit. Page of Wands. I just know a card turned over. Oh, there it is. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups, baby. The relationship is going to evolve. You're deceiving yourself. Can you clarify who this air sign is? Somebody that's self-sabotaging. Nine of Swords. This is that dark night of the soul energy. And awaiting results. Why are they having a dark night of the soul? Because of this. Okay. Dang. Oh my goodness. This is beautiful, y'all. You're going through a dark night of the soul so you can have a divine partnership. And it's going to make you strong, make your dreams come true, make you the happiest you have ever been in your life. You'll be a high priestess and a king of pentacles. Either you'll be one or you'll have one. I mean, hello? Wow. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have Twin Flame Connection, the Lover's card. So, might be Gemini. It might be Gemini and Sagittarius. I don't know. It could be Leo, though. We have Leo here. This is really amazing. But we have all the air and all the fire right here. Alright, so let's find out what is Divine Masculine feeling over here with these cards. Clarify whatever's going on with him with these cards. Children. Children are important to your partnership, and addiction is affecting your relationship. And that's what I thought. I thought you might be selling some weed. But you might just be smoking or drinking or whatever, porn. It could be any kind of addiction. Alright, how about Divine Feminine over here? Divine Feminine, it's time to decide about this relationship. Time to make a decision. It's time to make a decision. And that's what we see here, decisive action. Anything else, Spirit, out of this deck for Divine Feminine? Mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. So you've actually learned a lesson from this and you're ready to roll. Okay? Anything else, Spirit? I guess not. One more time, Spirit says. There we go. Friendship. This friendship is leading to more. And then passion. Try something you've never done before. Okay. This is what I want to find out though, okay? Let's get all these cards up, because I want to find out what does Divine Feminine, because Divine Masculine is struggling with addiction over here. I want to find out what Divine Feminine needs to do while they wait. Because right now you're ready. You're ready. Oh, that did not happen by accident, I promise you. I got Page of Swords, Three of Swords, and the World. So Spirit is saying that these thoughts that you're having about this heartache is about to end, okay? Alright, Spirit, can you show me what you have? Oh, Divine Feminine. Look who popped up when I cut the deck, baby. You, Divine Feminine, and a King of Pentacles. Show me what you got for Divine Feminine right now while they're in this waiting room with this knucklehead that's struggling with addiction. King of Pentacles and Queen of Cups, baby. What should Divine Feminine do? Advice for Divine Feminine while they're waiting for this relationship to evolve. Because you said that it's evolving, Spirit. What should Divine Feminine do? Show me very specifically what Divine Feminine should do. All in the upright, please. Spirit says go on a passionate adventure. And there's going to be an energy surge. There's going to be movement. There's going to be fast moving movement forward. This can be movement or communication. So if there's somebody that you're talking to, Spirit says go for it. Who is this? Who is this that they're talking to, Spirit? That's a lot of cards. Can you show me who this is that they're going on this adventure with? It's showing up as a Knight of Wands, which I don't trust worth a damn. So, can I see who this might be? Oh, that's what I thought. There's somebody that you're thinking about moving forward with, and they're a player, and it's going to end in trials and tribulations. But what should they do, Spirit? Queen of Swords came up. And maybe you're the air sign. Clarify this Queen of Swords. I think Spirit's saying you need to do you right now. And the Ace of Wands. Spirit wants you to use your creativity. Be by yourself for a minute and get your stability. And then there's going to be some divine intervention. So get your stability. And let's see what's showing up here. 9/16 is showing up here. That could be a significant date to you. 9/16. So September 16th. 9 is showing up very strongly here. 4, 5, 8, 9. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. So you're missing the 6. And there's another 8. Alright. Can you show us what this tower might look like? This divine intervention, this moment of clarity, or whatever this tower is. Show us the tower. King of Wands, baby. You're the Queen of Swords. This is fire and air. Balance. Spirit's going to give you balance in this man you love so much. This one over here that's not doing what they need to be doing yet. Alright, Spirit. Any advice for Divine Masculine? Divine Masculine, Spirit says you need to make a choice. This is a twin flame connection, and it's time for you to choose. Clarify what you might like Divine Masculine to do. Three of Pentacles came out. You know that can be a third party, collaborating with the third party, but it can also be collaborating with your person. Clarify what this Three of Pentacles is. Oh, it's friendship that leads to love. Oh, but there's deception. Oh, it's to get victory over this deception and have 10 cups. And then there's an Ace of Cups here. That might represent a baby for some of you. It could be a baby, or it could be this person's never loved you like this before. Divine Masculine Spirit wants you to put some love into the equation, baby, because right now you're not doing nothing but thinking about your money. And Spirit wants you to add love. Collaborate and add love. Collaborate with Spirit so there won't be another missed opportunity. Oh, Lord. Ay, 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 ay. All right, what would you say to Divine Masculine out of these cards? Write your love story. Anything else for Divine Masculine? Maybe you do write, Divine Masculine. Maybe you're a good writer. You're waiting for someone to make you happy is disempowering. And find an online community of supporters. That's for Divine Masculine? Okay, then. I'm not going to argue with you, Spirit. All right, what about Divine Feminine? Don't call them if you have an agenda. It's like y'all are... Okay, I'm not going to argue with you, Spirit. Maybe she's calling you all the time when she needs something. The minute you start putting your focus elsewhere, you'll run into them. So, find you somebody else to go out with. A true friend will support your journey of self-discovery. I don't think you need to put your focus on another person because of what we saw here. I think you need to put your focus on yourself and building this foundation. Okay? Alright. And then, wherever you go, your problems follow you. Do the work. And I tell y'all that all the time. We have to do the work. Alright, what would Divine Masculine say out of... Divine Masculine say out of these cards? Since he's saying so much tonight. You are an angel. What else? To be sure, you got more than that to say. I can still feel you. I can't ignore the signs I'm receiving any longer. My mind and heart always comes back to you. And how about Divine Feminine? I can't seem to find the right words to say to you. Not if you're always asking for stuff. That felt like I did that. I don't want to. Alright. Is it possible to forgive and forget? So maybe you did something, you lied, or I don't know. Please don't take what happened personally. It's not you, it's me. Being apart has been life-changing for me, and I just have to do something else right now. Please try to understand. So it sounds like you're the one who's missing in action because you don't want to deal with whatever he's got going on over here, or she has, Divine Masculine has going on at the moment. Because I think it's a third party, and I think it might be chemicals or sex addiction or whatever you got going on. You feel like home to me. You might be in a legal situation that you can't get out of, or another marriage. You're worried about your pentacles, though, I can tell you that. All right, what would Divine Masculine, what would you say to Divine Masculine out of here, Spirit? Yeah, Divine Masculine came out. Just that you are, maybe you're not sure that you're a Divine Masculine. Maybe you doubt this relationship. Spirit says, don't doubt. I'm telling you, you definitely are a Divine Masculine. What else? Damn, Spirit is on point tonight. Not only are you a Divine Masculine, this is a twin flame. So, if you resonate with this video, Spirit is trying to make sure, Divine Masculine, that you know this relationship is not all in your head. You did not imagine this. Okay. How about Divine Feminine over here? Bless your heart. Divine Feminine's purging. I hope that doesn't mean you're purging and like anorexic. If you are, please don't do that and get some help for that. You have free will. Spirit says you have free will. So maybe you're not wanting to go back to this and you need to do some work on the inner child. Anything else for Divine Feminine? You're at a crossroads, and right now there's probably not any communication. This is one of those situations where y'all are not together. And I'm so sorry. I know how hard that is. Somebody's been settling. Anything else you want to say? Yeah. Clarified by separation. You're in separation. And somebody might be wearing a mask, okay? Alright, Spirit, what would you say out of these cards to these two people? What would come out of these cards about this relationship? Either when they were together or now or whatever. Oh, now y'all want to talk. Now y'all want to talk. This could be anything. It could be while you were together, something that would like resonate with your situation. Anything at all, Spirit. Oh, a lot of these are... Okay. That was them dirty bathroom floors from... Oh, y'all, I can't understand. Okay. Can you show me, Spirit, what's up with this couple? Or whoever these people are? Fucking feelings. You have fuck feelings. You have logic for a reason. Use it. You think you've got them all figured out. You don't. What else? So maybe somebody's very illogical. And they're all up in their feelings all the time. Your friends miss your face. You need to... Your friends miss your face. They need you. You need them. Cook a fucking meal. Homemade food is foreplay. Agree to fucking disagree. Y'all like to say fuck, don't you? You see shit differently. That's life with another person. I think every card that says the F word came out for y'all. And then watch what you say. That mouth of yours can get you in trouble. Oh my gosh. Spirit is on point tonight, y'all. Okay, what else can we do for this individual or these? Okay, how do the angels have their back? Spirit, oh, Spirit wants me to get these other angel cards tonight. I haven't used these very much, but Spirit said get these, so I'm going to get these. Spirit wants to say something else to y'all. All right, what would you say to them out of these cards, Spirit? Angels, how do you have their back? How do you have Divine Masculine's back? Thank you so very much. Angel of grounding. Divine Masculine Spirit is saying you need to get grounded, baby. Go outside in nature and spend some time. Put your bare feet on the ground. Sit in your lounge chair. Go to the beach. Go for a walk. Just outside, baby. Get grounded. How about Divine Feminine? How do the angels have Divine Feminine's back, Spirit? Somebody that you love that passed away, crossed over. You're thinking about them a lot. Wildflowers are standing out to me here. Butterflies. Could be grandparents or it could be a sibling. A brother or sister. Something like that. Angel of success. Spirit wants you to succeed. And then Angel of soulmates. Or twin flames, because there's not a twin flame card, but this would be my Angel of soulmates twin flame card, okay? They're helping you with this relationship because I think you're the one that's struggling. I think Divine Masculine is struggling with his finances and with believing that you're ever coming back. And I think you're struggling with being gone and not wanting to come back because you have a lot of work to do. Or reverse the roles if you need to. But somebody here is in denial about this relationship big time. And I don't think that they even want to consider this as a possibility. And this relationship looks impossible. And somebody's got an angel of decision helping them make this decision. Okay. Let's see what else we can get for you. What else can we get for them, Spirit? There says, get one of these. And somebody has children, too. It looked like children were a factor. They were important to somebody. All right, what would you say out of this day? Wow, somebody needs to release and trust. Trust and release. And then love on the bottom of the deck. So let's read trust, because that sounds beautiful. And look, somebody needs to go somewhere beautiful. Look at that. Or maybe you're planning on going somewhere beautiful, tropical. Something happened in the fall, and somebody loves flowers. Loves them. Trust. You might need to send some flowers, Divine Masculine. Just send them out of the blue. Just to say hi. It doesn't even have to be a special occasion, right? She's the special occasion. Desert vision. The desert seems parched and devoid of life, yet it is the desert that spiritual sojourners go to gain messages from the Creator. Traditionally, the desert is the place of spiritual cleansing, renewal, and profound healing visions. Just as desert terrains can feed our souls, they also nourish lands thousands of miles away. For example, the Sahara Desert and the Amazon rainforest are a great distance from each other. One is a vast, dry area of sand and scrub, while the other is moist, lush, and green, and yet they are connected. Annually, thousands of tons of nutrient-rich dust from the Sahara crosses continents in the upper atmosphere and deposits vital phosphorus and other minerals to the Amazon, which is needful of those exact nutrients. Isn't that amazing? The sacred landscape wants you to know this is a powerful and important card to receive. Even when things seem parched or not fruitful, a deeper energy speaks of the power of your inner knowing. Meditate, trust those nudges from the universe. Your celestial advisors are close now. You are now open to receive some of the most important messages of your life through your intuition. Your intuition is spot on, so trust it. And even if there are some areas of your life that seem lackluster, know that other areas are being fertilized for a resplendent future. Have faith and know that there is a higher purpose. I think that's it. Isn't that awesome, y'all? That's beautiful. Beautiful. I want to read love, too, if you don't mind, because I don't think I've ever read that one. Love, and it's short. The wild rose. Roses are a universal symbol of love. The rose was associated with Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. It was also thought to represent truth. Isn't that something, huh? In Roman times, a rose was hung in meeting places with the understanding that only truth could be spoken under the rose. In many Native American tribes, wild roses are a powerful symbol of life. Some tribes believed that wild roses were protection, so they kept them in their homes. The wild rose, as opposed to the domesticated rose, represents a love that is wild and free and without bounds. It blossoms all summer and is beloved by bees and butterflies. Butterflies again. The sacred landscape wants you to know love is all around you. Love is coming into your life. You are already more cherished than you can possibly know. Indeed, you are a sacred vessel for love to flow through you when you stand in the center of it all. All is well, no matter what is happening around you. You know that you are loved and you are lovable. You know that there is nothing that you need to do to deserve love. You are enough just as you are. The Creator is love, and in the depth of your soul you are love. In matters of the heart and romance, all is healing or is already healed. In terms of self-love, your confidence and self-esteem are growing as you take time to cherish and care for yourself. And the more I think about it, the more I think that this Ace of Cups that I saw over here, I think I picked it up now, but this Ace of Cups, when I see it, to me represents somebody who really is falling in love with themselves. So Divine Feminine, I hope that you're falling in love with yourself and that you know how beautiful and precious you are. And there's some shadow work, some inner healing that needs to take place because you still have this heartache. And that's also my spy card, just saying. Okay. Alright, let's get some questions if you want. You want to ask some questions and then we'll close the message. Okay? Okay. You got a question? Alright. It's up to you. There's something better. Improving health. So maybe that was 3 different answers. I don't know. You have another question? I want to ask one. I guess that, look, ask your angels. Listen to your intuition. Within the next few months, trust. Yes. That could have been the answer to mine. Do you have another question? I mean, that would really could have been. Oh, come on, Spirit. Can we get answers, please, to our questions? Y'all trying to be funny now. Writing us a book. Compromise, Spirit says. And perfect timing. Alright, one more question, y'all, and then I'm going to close this reading with trinkets. Do you have your question? My daughter's graduating from high school tomorrow, and I'm so proud of her. She's such a beautiful girl. Spirit says, listen to your intuition within the next few months. Alright, let's get trinkets for these beautiful folks so I can go in there and get some rest and get to my baby's graduation. Can you believe they're having the ceremony at 8:30 in the damn morning? I mean, whatever. Unbelievable. Alright, trinkets, please, Spirit, for this reading. Alright, I have a music note with a skull on it. What the hell is this? Can somebody help me figure out what that is? Because I don't even know. Sometimes I call it a this and sometimes I call it a that. I don't know. I have an octopus. I have a fancy heart. I have a forever. I have she believed she could, so she did. I have a hand that looks like a skeleton hand. I have a coin. I have a light bulb. I have a butterfly. I have a big elephant. I have a beautiful rose. Look, like the one we just read about. Awesome. Maybe your name is Rose. I have another elephant. I have a crescent moon with a baby on it. I have a deer, just like the deers that come up in my backyard, y'all. I have deers, like 6 of them, that literally come up to my patio and look at me and have staring contests about eating my tomato plants. I have a feather. I have another feather. Remember the feathers that we read about earlier? I have a cross. I have not 1 but 2 Sagittarius arrows, but one of them has a heart on it. I have another cross. I have 2 hearts connected. I have a gasket. Maybe you're a mechanic. I have a north, south, east, and west. I have another flower. Oh. I have a peace sign. I have, you remember when I used to call this a heart with a cross in it? And it's nowhere near a heart. And I'm still not sure why. And this is another cross with a sparrow. Somebody loves Jesus, and I do too. Alright. Right, please, Holy Spirit, for this beautiful reading. And thank you for showing us everything you've shown us. Trust. Remember trust? Blessed. Health. Maybe somebody needs a miracle with their health. Hope. And focus. Alright, guys. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.